Full mage, yep. Zir, the bird is the word for Dignitas, so nothing too out of the ordinary in terms of just team fight and team identity for this game. For Evil Geniuses, partner ever since then, and I want to kind of make sure people understand that this roster change swap, while yes, Dignitas do feel pressure to make a change,
yeah,
I don't know how much of a change is it going to actually make, because I think there's overarching team issues that still need to be solved for Dignitas LcS, and changing only the marksman, especially one that has been with a support partner for so long of his career, I feel like is going to be more... how do I say this politely, Kobe? It's not going to work as you want it to be. I mean, maybe a good defensive ward in that river bush, so as soon as Santorin makes his way, I mean, someday should be able to see it, but Armut is stepping up forward so he can interrupt the body slam from Someday. The flash comes out. It's not going to even do anything.
After getting that adrenaline boost of first blood, it can cause you to leave some openings and some areas for your opponents. Nice knock.
Oh! Well played, Jensen. Honestly, I was expecting JoJo to not be put in that situation, but he was just walking with Jensen and suddenly like, I mean, you can't do this. I don't know what you're doing, and just pushed him in with the Emperor's Divide.
So what he was doing was looking for the knockback, but Inspired gets a W.
Because we're fighting in the blue side jungle of Dignitas. Santorin without any flash. Evil Geniuses know they can punish, and Vulcan is looking for Tomo. He still has a cleanse, but he dashes away. Great bubble for Mignar will save his AD carry for now.
I love that here. FBI is gonna be feeling quite nice. Inspired is on double wards, and we see Sejuani fighting in mid. They've got a little stun onto JoJo.
Oh, Inspired is here for the counter, but JoJo's already chunked out. FBI is going to look to join the fight. Oh god, the Rhino Wave is going to hit him. Does it slow him enough for the rest of Dignitas to follow him enough? Inspired is body blocking for his mid laner all that he can. Here comes Jensen. He swoops him in right into Tomo and Ignar's waiting arms. Can they clean up the damage? FBI is so low, less than 100 HP, but he's still not going down. Tomo flashes in for the killing blow.
Get your tickets now. This is the cheapest hype train ticket you will ever buy. They're honestly free. Jump on the train right now. You don't even.
And against someone like Dignitas, what does Evil Geniuses need to do to bounce back? As Santorin is here for the gank, but Inspired makes his way as up. Inspired is taking up the culling, but he is also somewhat on the squishier side, so he has to back off. Jensen looking for the Emperor's Divide, and he just takes out.
Really getting active in this game.
Oh, wait, solo kill maybe? Oh my god, it just solo kills him outright. Armut just gets to walk out scot-free. What is happening to Dignitas?
To make sure they don't leave any stragglers open for EG to pick off, they guarantee it with the Rift Herald, knock down that open tower.
They're just waiting at the moment. I mean, Evil Genius is trying to play to the strings, but Armut is on this flank, but Someday and FBR are waiting and marking him first. They don't want to play the front to back.
Oh, Armut goes in!
Armut is over there, and Armut has been discovered by the rest of Evil Geniuses. Forced to flash out, but that buys the time. Oh, that was so close! But
red buff. And Santorin critically nails the smite to secure themselves. Dragon 10 health still left over. So Santorin, cool, calm, collected, picks it up after.
I imagine
Baron makes your Baron starts more scary because your bottom lane will be more open. Armut getting the solo tower gold again.
All scattered on a whack, and no one can lock down this area. FBI can pop off.
Expending a lot of resources to try and take away some of the teleport ward options. He comes in on bottom side.
Someday was looking for the body slam flash, but didn't connect. The cast goes wide as well. The rest of Dignitas can reposition safely. Tomo stabs the right on up in the front lines, peppering down multiple members. Jensen looks for JoJo, but the flash and the wild growth keeps JoJo alive.
And it ends up being a flash for flash trade. Inspired has flash himself and smite. It would be a one-way mission.
Inspired, it's all up to you to make this smite steal happen. JoJo gets jumped by Santorin, and Armut is chunked out. Tomo and Jensen says, come here and body these fools, but Jensen might have swept himself into something else, but Jensen goes gold and stays alive. They're cleaning them up. Kobe, Dignitas are doing it. They're taking out the members of EG. It's only FBI and Vulcan left, but they're so low. Victor, if you can find a way, this would be a hell of a way to keep EG alive, but Dignitas have too many members. That Mountain Soul is there. Showing right here, and I mean, Evil Geniuses have to question, like, oh, well, who is on the Baron? But it's too late. Explosive Cast comes out just as
The recipe here. They could wait one more wave, wait for the Jacks to get up to the tower. They don't even need to. Stand safely back here. Look at
just admitting, yeah, we're not doing well right now. We're not performing well right now. Very intimate, very honest about it. And he knows to get Dignitas's first win of the LCS Spring Split this year. Tomo as well. I know I expressed my concerns about playing with a support that's not Diamond, someone that he's been playing with for the past 4 years. What would it look like if they broke up that synergy going into this game? Would it actually solve any issues? But Dignitas as a whole 5-man unit, Tomo has found great moments to step up when the time was right, executed and finished beautifully on multiple kills when Dignitas needed them to.
Yeah. Really, really great stuff from him. We talk about how difficult of a job it is to step into a 0-9 team, and Dignitas, they're at the doorsteps. Rafa, the curse, you can't even pull off the curse if you wanted to now. Go wild, baby. They're here to stay.
They have cleanly taken out 2 inhibitors on Evil Genius's base. They don't even need to touch the top turret or the inhibitor quite yet, because they want to break down through the front door on this side of the map. Dignitas just playing off minion waves, chipping slowly, ever so gracefully and beautifully as the culling rips into Someday. Evil Genius will throw one last base defense, but Dignitas will continue to prosper as they fire on back, and Evil Geniuses, as I say that, Evil Geniuses are holding the line. Oh, please tell me I didn't caster curse them. Please tell me that right now.
Where are the his Gale Force, but he does have Flash.
And he's leaking up with Santorin. They're calling
he's going on JoJo.
All by himself, he goes for it. And Santorin is there going to just ensure that Tomo doesn't go down. That's one member gone from Evil Geniuses.
Objective bounty shutdown on this dragon, though. EG, this is their only hope. AK, 7K. Santorin's on the way. He has Smite. He has Flash. Santorin, get in the pit.
3K. Teleports are coming in for Evil Geniuses. Santorin has to get into the pit and save it. Oh, Evil Geniuses claims the Elder Dragon. Dignitas, they have to scrap. They have to run. Jensen is in there into the pit. But this could be disastrous as he sweeps his way on out. Armin also leap strikes over the wall. But now wait, can they stop the recalls here? Because Baron or Canyons, the super minions can go through the base, but they can't stop the recalls, Kobe.
They can't stop him. Inspired might be chased down, though. They could cut him off. They'll get a sacrifice in order for EG to get back to their base. The tree is sacrificed. EG still have a lot to contend with.
Sure.
Dignitas here with complete vision over the Baron. Tomo!
W onto Tomo. He goes golden, but he's already burned Flash. Can he get out? He can't dash over the wall. He gets burned down. Shut down from Evil Geniuses. The Elder Dragon buff takes him out.
For YOLO.
It would be a one-way trip. It would be a one-way trip, but he has to do it in case 2,000 HP goes in. Oh, Inspired is clutch again with the Baron. Santorin is gonna get burned down! Oh my goodness! What is happening? Yes, so they have to deal with super minions because of their inhibitor not being up, but they are making short work of these towers at the moment.
All right, they certainly are. Everybody kind of watching for the Azir flank. Jensen coming from their own jungle, wraps around.
Yeah.
Someday does have his teleport ready. He could teleport defensively onto this ward or the little side here, but Jensen just joins up with the rest of the team. Dignitas will hold. One more little auto will finish off this mid turret, though.
I mean,
Someday works up on the bottom side. 4-1 split push continues for EG.
Wow.
The Baron buff is
they
in
should be able to get this turret. Just a couple more auto attacks. They have taken out 3 turrets.
Armut's going for it. He knows there's a control ward right in front of him. EGC, he hops over. He's trying to cut off minions.
But he can't clear out the minion wave. The Baron empowered buff is just making short work of the inhibitor tower. The inhibitor also might fall. Santorin trying to go through the front door. Glacial Prison FBI is all isolated and alone. Can he tie on back? But Vulcan with the wild growth keeps him alive. Armor is going gold. And Jensen, 5-man shuffle from Jensen! That was huge! And the rest of Dignitas, they will not go down today! A heroic play from Jensen!
Dragon Soul with the extra shields. Coming to finish the job.
7 seconds on Vulcan, 15 on FBI, 22 on Someday. Dignitas, you have to make this push work. All in onto the Nexus towers. The Nature's Grasp from Inspired keeps them in flow, but JoJo is burned down. Wild Growth keeps Inspired alive. They're hitting the Nexus. Dignitas will pick up their first win of the LcS Spring Split.
across the board, so.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with the Blanc. I mean, I don't know this matchup too well, but it's definitely going to be like a really fighting 2v2.
Yeah, and whenever I see JoJo
hanging around, but it's River who's level 6, Inspired only level 5. Big difference in power between those 2 points. JoJo just immediately gets popped as soon as he flashes the...
After that one. But yeah, they get the Herald, so not the worst trade in the world.
Ooh, River going after FBI, flash for flash. They get the stun on him. They can just follow it up. Pops the ulti to guarantee force their top laner.
Okay, if someone does this, are you thinking that he's got teammates around solo?
You probably should.
Because I was looking at that, I was like, this 200 health Jax is looking pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I think he definitely should be playing a little bit safer. Because I mean, in that case, I mean, there's no way Jax.
JoJo jumps forward with the distortion. River's immediately ready to answer with another Arctic Assault into ulti over the wall. Just like that, JoJo gets stuck. The wild growth to back up Gory as he goes for the kill and resets his position with a soul unbound. Gory stays alive, and the Golden Guardians find kill number 3.
That was so sick. And the patience from Golden Guardians. You can tell they were just waiting for that distortion forward. River jumps.
4 should be the name of the game. Polymorph onto the LeBlanc as she gets knocked back to the side there. Evil Geniuses have the Drake down to about 2k. River's ready to fight. 40 goes in, he steals it away. Evil Geniuses lose the objective, but what about the fight after? Who he's gonna be exploded, and he'll die first, but Inspired is traded right on back. Q3 into the Fate Seal, and JoJo drops next. Vulcan and FBI are on the run, but it's Stixay and River looking to chase them down. Chilling Smite collides, but Vulcan flashes away from the...
Really good position in this game. Could bump it up to 7-game win streak. I mean, River is absolutely smurfing on this Sejuani. He does everything.
Right, you just try to get a numbers advantage to start and hope that they take you up on it.
Oh, they're ready for the dive. Vulcan's the target, but he won't die immediately. Now Evil Geniuses might have an angle to fight back, but as soon as they try, Inspired's in the middle of 4. FBI has to disengage. Inspired's killed first, and JoJo goes right after. Stixay may have been stunned, but there ain't enough damage left. They don't got the bullets, they don't got the men, they don't got any way to fight back. And Golden Guardians are about to take it even further. Someday barely walks away, but all 3 remaining players
on this game. Even though River played really well. But yeah, mid-jungle definitely kind of gapped it really hard.
Okay, we're back to live, and whereas Golden Guardians were always looked at as being towards the bottom, if they can close this one out, them and Evil Geniuses are tied.
Oh, yeah.
Do you get scrim time with Evil Geniuses and Golden Guardians, or have you scrimmed both those teams recently?
We scrimmed... Yeah.
No scrim data, no scrim data.
Yeah, we're familiar. We're familiar with both for sure.
Would you expect? Would you expect something like this, where Golden Guardians?
Very difficult game state. You mentioned earlier, Solo, that it would be up to the Golden Guardians carries to misstep and put some money in Evil Genius's pockets. But so far, that hasn't been what's going on. And once again, it's Gory jumping in and forcing JoJo out. He escapes with 100 HP, and that is it. Golden Guardians taking over the map, forcing their opponents back, clearing out the vision, and continuing to build the lead versus Evil Geniuses.
And I just wanted to, I've noticed this a lot in the GGS games, especially since they've done their win streak. And it's not even like necessarily trying to say that Luker's just doing a bad job, because I think he's just like playing his role and everything, and it's what the team wants. But it is hilarious to watch them have games where he's just like 0-0-0, and his team has like 12 kills, and they're just completely destroying, and you're like, oh yeah, top lane is a thing. Like, they're just hanging out,
top
man.
Lane most is going to be crazy to deal with. Oh, Licorice though.
Oh, he's getting on the board.
Oh no!
Hey, he's out!
Oh, he lives!
He gets away! It was all just a bait! Stixay and River go in. He's coming in right behind him to back up the AD carry. Is this the Zeri moment they've been looking for? They've been waiting for? They're going in, they find the first one. Stixay's gonna be shut down, and Evil Geniuses now might have the angle. Inspired and Someday still looking for it. JoJo makes his entrance. He's taking a half, but it's gonna be a double kill back over to FBI. They finally pick him up, and it's Gory going on a killing spree. River and here just trying to back up the Yone now, because he's the war machine that can get this done. He misses the Q, and the shutdown of the Sejuani goes back over to Someday's Jax. But now, the shutdown of the Yone goes the same way.
Out of the fight, and then here's the follow-up though. Stixay wants to go really big. He's got Huhi right behind him, bumping him up with the Lulu. River trying to peel here, both of those meleeers, but Stixxay jumps forward right into FBI, and someday Flash with the Jax. It's his time to shine. He finally gets to have an effect in it. He brings it right back.
Yeah, and kind of confusing. I mean, I don't know the situation, but Gory like walked all the way from the side lane when he had TP, so I don't know if he just didn't find a good ward to go on or didn't have something to drop, but he showed up so late and they were going really deep, so just kind of that misplay that we're going to be hard to beat the Dragon Soul, because especially when a comp that has such low damage as they do.
Well, River engages, but he misses his ulti, so that means Gory is just left to the slaughter. A TP shows up only just in time to have to continue the retreat. And
he has like shields. I don't know why he doesn't go for his mythic, and I don't know why he doesn't have IE.
and now you're by his team, particularly Huhi. Provide him that peel. Inspired jumps over the wall. River doesn't have the angle there on his flail to land the W2, but he does land the ulti onto Inspired, and now Golden Guardian's ready to follow up. Stixxay dropping the stopwatch, trying to keep himself in a good enough spot as Someday re-engages, and Evil Geniuses are ready for the counterattack. Inspired and Stixxay are isolated, but Zeri's not in the middle of the fight. Stixxay grabs the first kill, but now can Someday get anything back? No, he can't. Stixxay's right back into the melee, and Golden Guardians just kill everybody. It's an ace and a quadra kill to Stixxay.
That's GG right there. They're going to go straight for the Nexus.
Only a quadra kill, guys. Don't get excited.
End it, baby.
Yeah, I mean, just a really good fight. I think that Stixxay played it really well. I was worried about him going for the buy instead of sticking with the T, but they were able to survive the whole Jackson 1v4. So just good game from GGS. They had that little hiccup, but I think just overall, just lanes looking really good. Mid-jungle fights, just insane.
They had a rough bit of a mid-game there when the game looked like it might have been thrown, but early